Death is not the opposite of life, but rather it is part of the continuum of life. Life includes both birth and death. Death is the opposite of birth, not the opposite of life. Yes, this changes everything. This changes the possibility of our perspective. And our perspective changes everything. What is being referred to here really is an understanding, a recognition of the Tao of life. The Tao of life as the yin and yang, the dance, the reality of nature, which is that everything is born and everything dies. Everything, every form, every thought, every feeling, and every experience. First of all, we must look at form. Every form is born and every form dies. Whether we're talking about a mountain, a planet, a flower, or a human body. There is not a single thing in nature, which includes the cosmos and the universe, that is not subject to this, the Tao of life. Everything is born and everything dies. Even when it seems that things are eternal, like the universe or the galaxy or even the planet, it is simply a matter of time. Yeah. Within that, we also see, if we look, yes, it's a matter of looking, seeing clearly, that everything is subject to growth and everything is subject to decay. That's the Tao of life, yeah? That's the birth and the death. Every single cell in your body grows and then decays. Every leaf on a tree grows and then decays. It returns to the soil. Yeah. Every thought emerges and then fades away. We need to look carefully at everything, every part of the human experience. This is called looking beyond the veil. Looking beyond the veil of illusion, the illusion that things are solid, the illusion that things are static, the illusion that things exist independent of the cycle of nature, the Tao. We come to this realization when we look deeply into nature and when we look deeply into our own nature. This is called meditation. This is called awakening out of the Leela. This is called self-realization. That's why in the ancient way of the Tao, there have been so many wisdom teachers, many of whom were not teachers, but simply lived that wisdom. seeing through the veil of form, all forms, yeah? I say again, not just the form of seemingly solid things or seemingly living things, although that must be seen there first, but also the world of form on the inside. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, experiences are forms, more subtle forms, invisible forms, but directly experienced, directly, part of the human life. They are forms. We must look clearly into that. There is so much fear of our thoughts, bad thinking, anxious thinking, difficult thinking. There is so much fear of our feelings, our emotions, overwhelming feelings, intense emotions, dark emotions. When we look clearly, when we look deeply into the nature of everything that appears, we come to see, hopefully, that everything appears seemingly out of nothing. It wasn't there, now it is here, and then it disappears. Everything passes. The world of form, the human experience passes. Everything passes. We must come to see this clearly. It's the art of introspection. It's the art of true seeing. It's the art of examining nature, outer nature and inner nature. And then we may come to see that death is also part of that. Everything that is born dies, including this form, including this experience called my life. My life is not solid. My life is not an entity that exists by itself, independent of anything, independent of anything else, independent of my perception, the I that perceives. It is not an entity, my life, and yet we consider it as an entity, this thing, my life. We hold on to it, we protect it, and so on and so on. We must see beyond the veil of form, beyond the veil of my life. And then, as the veil becomes thinner, we may come to see that birth and death are not the beginning and the ending. Birth and death are an entry point and an exit point. On the continuum of life, we start to recognize that which is beyond form. In other words, true nature. We see the beyond. We start to touch the beyond birth, beyond death, beyond form, and beyond experience.